Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Join hosts Dan Melnick and Qasim Masood as they explore big ideas, limitless possibilities, and engage with visionaries, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders who dare to dream big, get inspired, motivated, and find practical tips for personal growth. Think big, dream bigger, and ignite your potential.
Welcome to the Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Today, our guest is Gio. Gio, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Thanks for having me here.
Awesome. So, Gio, let me know where you live and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm currently living in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm owner of ZK Shipping. It's a 3PL specialized in e-commerces that sell on Amazon, that sell on their own websites through D2C. We do business to business as well. And most of the products we ship are fragile items. So glasses, home decor, like mugs, small items, and fragile items. So that's our specialty.
Awesome. So, Gio, why you started this business? What was the inspiration behind?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was more of an opportunity. My best friend actually back in the pandemic, when COVID started, he decided to sell on Amazon FBA, and he was back home. Back home for me is Brazil. So he was back home, and then he said, well, I need to, ship some stuff from my supplier to the US. Can I, basically store in your garage, in your house, and then you can ship, accordingly, because I just had to go to the UPS store and put the labels and then ship out. And then I was like, yeah, sure, my best friend, just bring the stuff. And that's basically how it started, and then he was doing that. He called somebody that needed this type of service, I would say, it wasn't even, we were not even charging. And then somebody else contacted me, and then somebody else contacted me. And then I was like, okay, maybe there's an opportunity here, to start a business here, and that's how we started. And then I partnership with my best friend. So then we started a 3PL, got a warehouse, he taught me how to, make all the shipments on Amazon. So we made it really easy for people to do it. And then, that was basically an opportunity. And, in ahead, that was something I wanted to do by that time, pursue something on my own. And that's basically how we started.
Awesome. That's a great story. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, let me know how many hats you are wearing, because every founder wears a lot of hats, a lot of responsibilities. So, what are your core responsibilities?
My core right now, well, I still overlook about everything, trying to overlook less, I would say, on operations, and focus more on the sales part, customer service, which I really like, the sales part and the customer service part, talking to customers, finance and purchasing and raising money for investments to make the warehouse here bigger and update the warehouse. But I still overlook a lot. And if I have to go to operation floor, if I have to pick and pack, I still do it. That's not a problem, But yeah, I still wear a lot of hats, but then I'm trying to go more on the administrative portion of it and then let the operation run by itself, because now I have a manager, so this person can take care of the daily activities.
Awesome. Got it. So, in terms of marketing, who is looking in the marketing activities? You are looking into the marketing activities, or your partner?
I am looking. Basically, to be really honest, the biggest marketing for us is the word of mouth. Current customers that use our services, they recommend to other people, and that's how we find the most effective. So we are always looking for recommendations and looking for people that we can connect to do some type of work together on the recommendation side, not only for us, people recommending us, but we recommend, other people as well. So that's mostly what we do. We try to really connect on the personal level on the marketing side. So really trying to leverage, LinkedIn, that's how Dan found me actually. So yeah, on this portion, basically that's what we have been doing. Obviously they expand, but right now that's what we're focusing on.
Yeah, this was something I was going to ask, like how extensively you are using the online marketing, other digital marketing. And by the way, word of mouth is sort of your offline marketing, and a great thing, obviously, because this is a proof that you are doing really good. So,
Yeah.
but in terms of online marketing or digital marketing, how extensively you are using? You must be using, obviously, you must be using LinkedIn, you must be using Meta, but how you are managing it? Like, is there any strategy in place on this side of marketing?
Well, LinkedIn, like I say, the partnership for us is essential, joining the communities, sharing the knowledge. I think this is the portion that we do to advertise ourselves. In terms of LinkedIn, yes, I basically use every day, to connect with people, to find customers as well. And then in terms of Meta, we don't do much still. This is really a small development for us. We do have Instagram, Facebook accounts, but not very active. We used to be more active before, but that's a different type of customer that we were reaching before. So there's a lot of room to improve there. And then plus Google SEO, trying to find business locally here, in St. Louis. So this is the biggest step that we're gonna start touching, finding a lot of local business, working with local people, getting our name in St. Louis, out there.
So, in terms of your client acquisition process, is there any specific way of client acquisition, or you are just running ads and you are just getting the clients word of mouth and via referral, and you just let them go? Like you just sell your products straight away, or there is any process in place for the acquisition?
There's a process, yes. Basically, we are averaging about 30 days to sign a new customer. That's how complex it can be, because it's talks back and forth. We know that they have multiple offers, they have to make decisions, and basically they have to run their numbers, so they have to compare quotes. So basically we send quotes. Well, they send us the information, right? We have a discovery meeting, then they send us the information, we quote, and then from there we start talking about our capabilities, what we can do to help them. But then it's always cost involved. When you are in the supply chain, it's all about the cost there for them. Obviously, if you fail, to deliver their orders, then it doesn't matter if you have the cheapest or the highest price, because, that's something else. It's just like you're failing to deliver your services. But supply chain comes down to cost and efficiency, So yeah, we do have a process, from the discovery calls to the quotes, to showing the system, to signing the terms of services, to, looking for the service level agreements. So it takes, and then plus you have all the shipments coming, the inventory that the customers have to bring from their manufacturer to the warehouse, which, can take 15 days, maybe less, and then all the setup in the warehouse. So the whole process is, it has to be mapped out, so then we can actually board the customers, on the best way possible. Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, so in terms of your differentiators, because differentiators are something obviously that are going to make some difference. So, what are the differentiators that sets your products or sets your business apart from the market?
Yeah, so definitely how we deal with fragile items, like glasses, especially that people that actually sell on Amazon, where they ship in bulk, and B2B as well. So, we have to carefully handle the projects in a different way. We have to pack them in a different way. We have to use special materials, either if it's in an insert, a more thick box, or even bubble wrap, to be able to wrap these glasses in a very efficient way so they don't break, and then they can fit in a smaller box, so then you don't pay too much. So that's a mix there of a protection and then plus size of the boxes. So this is where we specialize. We on the glass, on the fragile items, we have where our customers are really, really happy when we find solutions for them, so then they can stop breakage, and then Amazon doesn't cancel their orders on FBA, if they have low breakage.
Yeah, these reviews looks really good when you see like our review packaging was really good.
Yeah.
At the same time, good shape.
Yeah, we do have customers saying, okay, it was well packed, It was us, not Amazon.
Obviously.
Yeah, but that's nice. And when the customers say, okay, yeah, we stopped the breakage, because we upgrade the packaging, that's nice for us, Yeah, our job is done. Yeah.
So, in terms of challenges, because I'm 100% sure that you must be facing a lot of challenges. Every day there will be a new challenge. But can you share one challenge that you think is interesting and how you were able to cope up with that challenge?
Yeah, there's many. The last one that I had one today actually. There was a shipment pallet that got shipped out back in December 2024, and it just returned to the warehouse. So basically, it returned to the warehouse. I still need to check, but I saw already some broken pieces, products leakage. The pallet was dirty. Basically, it took 6 months for the pallet to come back. The freight company lost it. Customers were trying to see where the pallets went, and then now they just came back. No notice for the customers, no notice for us. So, they're sitting on the dock there, waiting for us to check. Also unexpected, because now it's more labor that we have to go towards this pallet, see what's broken, cleaning. Also, you see this type of mess, not regularly, but you see this type of mess, these challenges, and then you have to just act, because now we have stock here, that we have to check to see if they can be put back onto the inventory. So then, you have to do all the checking, the cleaning, see what's good, what's not, plus reboxing, repalletizing. So, this is going to be a challenge for us, but, that's how we face basically, in an operation like us, in a warehouse.
Obviously. So, in terms of success, how you see the success of your business and how you measure it?
I mean, we started about 4 years ago from my garage. So I guess we have been successful. Obviously, being bootstrapped, it's a challenge, because you have to raise money, and invest your own money. So that's the challenge we have. But yeah, we've been pretty successful so far. We expect to grow more and more, grow the team. And once we have more help from the team, then yes, we can go to the next level. So yeah, I see that we're on track on the right way, but still a long time to go for sure. That's not something we can do overnight. That's not our business.
Many people just assume that the success is always overnight. And once I was interviewing another entrepreneur, and when I asked him, like, how do you think about this comment? He said, many people asked me, you went really well and you just rocked overnight. And yeah, that's awesome. And I was saying, I think I should be with you at that night because that night was very long night.
Yeah. Couple years of night,
Couple years of night, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people think that, all of a sudden you have success. It can happen fast, but that's not for everybody, So that's like somebody, out of the curve, So success takes time and consistency, really consistency.
Awesome. So, Nadia, at the end, what would be your biggest piece of advice for our audience? And our audience is the entrepreneurs and the new entrepreneurs who are who are dreaming to be their own boss. So, what you will say?
I would say first, it would be awesome if you want to do something by your own because it's tough. It takes a lot of time. It takes resiliency. It takes your effort. You will struggle more than you think you are. So you have to be tough. It's just like with everything, if you go to the gym, you have to start today and then the results are going to come in 60 days or more from now. And then it's going to go up a little by little. And that's the same for the business, but you're going to suffer. You're going to have, but it's at the end of the day, it's going to be worth, just don't give up and be resilient because that's going to be your path forward if you really believe in your business and if you really like to go into this adventure.
Awesome. So, Gio, can you please let our viewers know how they can reach you if you can share your website and your social media handles, whatever you want to share?
Yeah. So my website is shipzk.com. So SHIP, Z as in zebra, K as in key.com. The email, you can reach out to me on my email, the company's email, which is hello@shipzk.com. And you can find me on LinkedIn as well. My name, Giovanni, Auricchio, and then you can find me there as well. If you want to, feel free to add me, send me a message, and then I'll reply for sure.
So, can you please recommend one of your best product?
My best product?
Yeah.
Fulfillment. I would say fulfillment for Amazon FBA on glasses. For sure. Any type of glass, any type of bottles you have, you'll be able to do it in a most efficient way. And we're going to stop this breakage that Amazon does when they ship your products to the customers. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. It was really nice talking to you. I really enjoyed the conversation and I believe we will stay in touch.
Thank you very much. Thanks. I appreciate it.